This game is called Trick or Treat. It is a whole class participation game based around the idea of tricks or treats at Halloween. To begin the game, the instructor divides the participants into 4 groups. Each group is provided a question to answer. If they answer it correctly, they are given the ability to choose one square from the board from which they believe a treat is behind. If they do find a treat there, they are given 1 point in their team score. If they find nothing, they do not get any points. If they find a pumpkin, which is our trick, then they lose all of the treats that they had found up to that point and go back to 0. Let's give you an example of how the game is played. The instructor will first choose a game board. It is advised that if you play the game several times to use different boards each time you play so that participants will not be able to find or remember where treats and tricks are hidden behind in each board. We're going to choose board 5. At this point, what I would typically do is ask my participants to write down 3 places or 3 boxes that they believe treats to be behind. This will enable the game to progress more efficiently and quickly, as the teams will not be having to debate or decide which box to pick each time they get a question correct. The instructor at this point would take their vocabulary or review test in their hand. Their questions in any event would be in their hand, and they would look at Team 1 and give them a question. If Team 1 got the question right, they would choose a box from the board. For example, they might choose 21. There's nothing behind 21 in this example, so Team 1 would have 0 points. Moving on to Team 2, they are asked a question. They also get it right, and they choose box number 17. Behind box number 17 is a 1 treat box, so Team 2 is going to get 1 point. We continue on with Team 3. They get the question right, and they're going to choose box 15. They also find a treat box. This will continue until the instructor runs out of questions or until there are no more boxes left to be chosen. If a team chooses a box that has a pumpkin behind it, that is called a trick, and all of their previously found treats are taken away and they go back to 0. So for example, in this case, had Team 3 found a jack-o'-lantern or a pumpkin instead of a treat, they would go back to 0 and have to wait again until their next turn to try to find some more treats. If you do indeed run out of have more questions after you've used all the boxes up, you simply come down and start a new game by clicking the new game box and choose a different board. That's pretty much how the game is played. One note about the scoring mechanism. The scoring mechanism only works in PowerPoint play mode or show mode. If you're in edit mode, where you're able to type and change and not in show mode, you are not able to change these boxes. To begin the game using Office 2007, go to the Slideshow tab and click 1 time. After clicking on the Slideshow tab, click the From Beginning button on the far left. This will begin the game. To start the game in any version of PowerPoint before Office 2007, go to the Slideshow menu and choose View Show. This game is designed for whole class participation. Participants are divided into teams or may work as individuals. For best results, use an LCD projector or TV to display the game to participants. If you receive a security alert when beginning this game and you're using Office 2007, simply click the Enable This Content button and then click OK. Please note, if you are using a version of Microsoft Office prior to Office 2003, some of the features in these games may not function properly. It is advised that you do your editing of the PowerPoint slides or games in your older version, and then use Microsoft's free PowerPoint viewer for actual game play. To download the free viewer, just do a web search for PowerPoint Player 2007.